What's up? And today, guys, I will be bringing you a Star Wars Battlefront Easter egg video with little details I found on the map. Not really Easter eggs, but they are still little details that seem really interesting that they put in there. So we'll get on with that. You're starting on the map of Jawa Refuge on the Blast game mode. You'll see there. First off, you'll see there's Jawas down there. One of the more known Easter eggs down there. Tusken meters on top of the mountains along the edges and stuff. But if you look further out in the distance, you'll see 3 walkers which just continuously walk along the map. That's all they do basically. They really don't do anything else. Now if you make your way back here towards the Tusken Raiders that are right there, don't get killed, which I find pretty hard on this one. Best way to avoid this is just walking, because you do not get avoided on or attention on the map. Come to the med bay robot, and what you're gonna want to do is come against the barrier or the edge of this map, and you're gonna want to jump pack.
Hey, come back!
As you come on the edge, you will see the Tusken Raiders. They look very much hologramic. If you come over the top of this mountain, you will see right there. You can see one moving. You will be able to see more Tusken Raiders on that side. Found that pretty cool. That's about it. This takes us to our next map on Swamp Crash site. Same game mode, Blast. You'll find on exactly that. You'll find exactly this over here. And what you can do is actually crouch down over here, and you will be able to examine what they look like. Now if someone walks by, you will be able to see their actual lizard body. You won't be able to see the tail part or the back legs. You will be able to see the front legs though. And more than half. So I'm going to fast forward. As you see, you can see him come out. That's the first one on this map. There is a second one over here by the log, which is in one of the most known YouTube videos. It's popular on Star Wars Battlefront Easter eggs. After you eventually make your way over here, over by this log, there will be another one that comes out. Now you really can't see him or examine him from up high. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not as good as the other one. So you'll also find these little nets with droids in them. As we make our way over here, there are actually Ewoks. There's actually one Ewok you can get up close with in a glitch in the game.
Let's take it to him.
So I'm gonna climb up here. I'm gonna fast forward this so we can get there quick and do it. Now this is the one you're going to want to sit by. You're going to want to go second one over and crouch. Actually, you don't really have to crouch, but you can sit here. Wait a second. You can move like this, just don't move. As you can see, he came out, and you will move. You do move because you're getting locked on by a really freaking... Okay. Second one over. He's going to wait here. You can zoom in. You can move right analog stick, but you cannot do this. Also, he has an infinite amount of bases, so no matter how many you rake, you will always have one. Next up is the sulfur fields. Now this one is littered with one-time things, such as a worm that you can run up to. If you get there first, you'll be the only one to see it. It will run away and hide in a rock. There's also a bird that will fly away in the very back of the map, and there are quite a few other ones here. You'll see a worm up here. It's like 6 eyes, crawls into that rock. As we make our way back over here, if you go in this pool over here, there will be many little banduras. I believe that's what they're called, banduras over here. You'll see many of them going into the bed of the rock. All you have to do is stir them up a little bit, go back and forth.
We have taken the
You'll
lead.
get some really cool up close views of them.
Wrong way, trooper.
And that one seemed to actually turn around, which I've never had done before. So yeah. As we make our way in the back of the spawn point, you'll see a bird sitting on top. It only stays there once and it will fly away and stay away. As you get up closer, you can't really tell what it is. But it will fly away. You can't really do anything to it. So, as you guys know, there are all sorts of bones inside this cave, indicating that there is a Wampa inside this cave. Now, I found something very interesting. If you go to the edge of the left side of the map from where I spawned at, you will hear Wampa moaning, I guess you could call it. Yelling, moaning. Same thing. Not really. But you will also hear a tauntaun moaning. If you do make your way over here by Anakin's ship with the tarp on it, whoever's team is winning, if you stay here long enough, 2 squads of TIE fighters or either X-Wings will fly by. It depends on who is winning. If you stay over here long enough, you will be able to hear Yeti moan, I guess you could say, and a tauntaun, which is what you just heard. That's new. Up next we have Rebel Depot, which has quite a, or actually all or most of its Easter eggs in one area. Really just a detail. Okay, that's a new one. Never, that's one of those one-time things. Alrighty then. Huh. As you look out into the distance, you will be able to see a herd of Bantons moving. And maybe one of these houses are Luke Skywalker's home, I guess you could say. And these white streaks along this wall and the indefinite lines, you can definitely tell there was maybe a sea here, maybe the Dunsea. Sorry for my lack of Star Wars knowledge, but indicating there might have been a body of water here, which doesn't tell what that is, so that kind of makes just a little info. As you come over here, you will find a hermit crab, or actually, you will find a beetle over here. Same area. This is one big area for Easter eggs, basically. More like details, but you know. As we make our way on the Dunsea exchange, you will notice that there is the C-3PO pod, and C-3PO and R2-D2, the pod they came in when they crash landed on the Dunsea. You will notice a herd of Bantons, very up close and personal. You will also see the dragon bones that C-3PO and R2-D2 met when they were exploring the desert, actually. Dunsea, the desert. As you make your way, you can actually see the Jabba Palace in the background. Little what's up to him. I found something very sad though, kind of a downer really. If you actually do go up close to those, any background thing like that is actually a hologram. As we come on to the Imperial Hangar map, at first you may not notice any real Easter eggs, but as you make your way outside, which is what you're gonna want to do, As you make your way outside, you're gonna want to come down by these. You're gonna want to come down by these hangers down here, and you'll hear little clicks if you have a really good headphone set. And this is really, you can do this on either side. You're gonna want to come down here, down by this rock, and you are going to see crabs over here. At first, you may not see them, but if you zoom in, they will sink into the ground if you get too close, but you'll see crabs. Also, if you come down here, there is another one of those little worm things. Right there. It will fall back into his hole. You can really throw a grenade in there, but it's really not going to do anything, so. Same goes for that side. If you come over here, you will also find crabs, which I will fast forward to. As we make our way to Dune Sea Exchange, you can actually hear music playing in the background. Indication that someone is cranking it up on that ship back there. But who is exactly? And where?
Here they come.
They're obviously inside the ship. But if we do make our way over to the beginning, you will be able to see a sand crawler moving its way over here. You can't actually go see it. Right here's the perfect spot to go touch them, where you can get on the right angle, or not really right angle, but the obtuse angle of the map. You can run out here and go as far as you want up close to them. See, as you come closer to them, they become transparent, which is kind of sad. Can't really tell much of them, but come over here, there is a Starlight pit. If you do fall in here without the soundtrack playing like it is now, you will be able to hear a burp once you are dead inside of it. So I will fast forward to the part without the soundtrack. Okay, soundtrack is stopped, so I'm now gonna fall into this pit of the Sarlacc. Here we go. Now listen, after I die, you will be able to hear a bird. And that's pretty cool. Also, a little did you know, you can actually move the helmet around on this screen with your right analog stick.